What is going on today, guys? So much stuff. Just down there, trying to get ready for the day. I know it's like 1 o'clock, but it's life of two toddlers, two babies. And all this news is kicking off. It's gone absolutely crazy today. So much transfer news in the world of Manchester City Football Club. I hope you've got a coffee or a whatever you drink. I don't know, water, tea, apple juice, beer, whatever you're drinking right now. And sitting down and ready for this because it's all popping off today. Absolutely loads of transfer stuff breaking in the world of Manchester City today. I don't know how much of it's true, but we're going to try and dive through that anyway and talk about all things City. Lots of very exciting potential bits of transfer news. Some, your mileage, some people have a beer manual. Depends on the time of day it is. But your mileage may vary in how excited you are for these bits of news. But to me, the last bits of news that we've heard, I've been really excited for. I think they're all very exciting. Three new names today for the list, which I am very excited for. Added to the lists of Rangers and ait-nouri yesterday, which I'm very excited for. Just all the names that I hoped we'd be kind of linked to under Hugo Viana. I do want to start this video off immediately by saying, please do help me on this channel and get involved and download OneFootball. OneFootball is absolutely ace. It's so good. It is in the pinned comment in the live chat right now. It'll be in the pinned comment on the video after it's not live. Please do me a massive favour, download it. OneFootball is an app used by millions of football fans, and I keep getting notifications sent to my phone about all these transfer rumours coming through. That's how I end up going live so quickly, because I find the notifications and you get all your stats about all the players. For example, City have been linked to today Mr. Rayan Cherki, the most probably gifted playmaker in French football, one of the most gifted players, full stop, in football. Will he be good enough for City? I don't know, but is he good enough? Technically, absolutely. And we look at his stats this season, for example. 22 games started, 8 goals. Where's the assists he's got so far this season? 11 assists, 19 goals and assists in 22 started games this season in the Ligue 1. Really, really good. He's an absolute ridiculously gifted footballer. Then you go to the other person that we've been linked to, Joan Garcia, who's a cracking keeper from Espanyol. A wonderful goalkeeper. It's got all the stats on there if you want to dive into that. Just loads and loads and loads and loads of updates for all these players constantly. Download it right now. Help support the channel. Yeah, genuinely, even if you're not sure about it, download it, give it a go. As I said, it does help support me, so it'd be massively appreciated. And all the support's needed right now. I've got 2 young children, a wife on maternity leave. The support would be massively appreciated. Joan Garcia started all 38 games in La Liga this season. He's second for saves, for penalties. He's made 146 saves this season. Absolutely loads. His pass accuracy is really good as well. Just a cracking player. I'm reading all his stats there. They're all sort of numbers as opposed to percentages, so I won't be able to tell you that. But yeah, if you want to download OneFootball and do me a massive favour, it would be hugely appreciated. Link in the description below. Do it, and get all your City news right there. So should we go through all the news bit by bit here? Because there's so much going on. It started on this. Obviously, there was a news yesterday about Tijana Rangers and ait-nouri. Ait-Nouri's a cracking player. He would probably be my dream left-back signing. I'm not even exaggerating there. I think ait-nouri's a wonderful player that I think would offer Manchester City so much going forward. I would be buzzing if we got him. And then obviously Tijana Rangers, I think he's the best midfielder in Italy. He'd be absolutely brilliant. And then you've got now a link to a few more players. I'll start with the Rayan Cherki stuff. Cherki, if you don't know much about him, he is a 21-year-old midfielder. He's been around for what feels like forever. A Lyon midfielder. He's a number 10 where he can play out wide, a proper creative player. Do you know, the best comparison I can think of, actually, is he reminds me of a young Sami Nasri. And you may see that as criticism. It isn't. Sami Nasri is one of my favourite ever technical footballers. I think he's a majestically gifted player. Obviously, there was a downside with Nasri. There was issues with his focus every now and then, all that kind of stuff. I don't know if that's the case with Cherki, but there are rumours that, there are rumours around him that way in terms of his focus or whatever. I don't want one like Grealish out of the frying pan and jump into another. I don't know if that's the case. I haven't paid enough attention to his overall career in that way. But I'll read the article anyway. Let's go to the article. It says, exclusive Mercurial midfielder could replace some of the creativity clubs are losing this summer, but his talents need to be harnessed. Man City have joined the race for... have joined the race for Lyon midfielder Rayan Cherki. as Pep Guardiola rebuilds his squad for next season. Cherki 21 has confirmed he'll leave Lyon this summer and has sparked interest in the Premier League, with clubs widely where clubs widely believe there's a release clause in his contract of around 20 to 25 million quid. Absolutely nothing, man. An absolute bargain. A City move for Bayern Leverkusen Wirtz has been ruled out. The French under-21 international enjoyed an excellent campaign with 12 goals and 20 assists, 32 goal contributions this season. Earlier this month, thanked teammates and staff and said he's likely to leave the League One club. He's been looking at the prodigious talent, blah, 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 blah. His work rate compared to impressive midfielders has been highlighted as a weakness, but the thing is there's a lot of talk about his temperament, but overall, his ability is majestic, like genuinely majestic. Cherki is the kind of guy that you get excited for in terms of football. He is, put it this way, he's so talented and the price is so cheap that you'd be stupid not to give it a go, because the upside is ridiculous. Like, he's ridiculous. A ridiculously gifted footballer, like so skillful, so technically magnificent with either foot. Just ridiculous. Ridiculously good. I don't know if this will happen. I don't know, but the idea of City joining this, to me, feels like it could be the bargain of a century. Like, he's the kind of guy who just finds angles and plays the passes. Look, he's not De Bruyne, but you know where De Bruyne made you laugh out loud with the vision that he had? This guy is sort of similar in terms of he does things that are special on the football pitch, where, I don't know, it's like, do you remember, he reminds me a little bit of, do you remember Tarabat, who played for QPR? Him, but like at a higher level, a little bit that kind of level, you know. But at the same time, people question Tarabat's focus and can he do it at the highest level? But either way, I think it's worth a go for 20 million. You know, he would be a majestically gifted footballer, loads of creativity. Maybe a little bit of a what's it called? A luxury signing, you could argue. But if we got him, I would be very excited, because fundamentally, I want to be entertained as a football fan, and Cherki is the kind of guy who, look, he reminds me a bit of Kinkladze as well, actually. Just a magic footballer. And if he can get his like focus and all that kind of stuff, look, we could get ourselves a bit of a gem there. It's a bit Tarabat, a bit of Kinkladze, a bit of Sami Nasri, but all these guys have the same thing in terms of, like, they are mavericks. You know, they're mavericks who probably sort of play to their own tempo a little bit. I'm not sure how much that works these days. I'm not sure how that would translate to the Premier League. But do I want to see it? Yeah, of course I do. He's brilliant. It's fun. He's ridiculous. He does stuff that just makes you laugh out loud. The ball is stuck to him like glue. The angles of passing, the backlift from shots, the vision that he's got. It's just absolutely absurd. The two-footedness, the turning, the creativity. It's just so much fun to watch, man. He's the kind of guy that everyone would freak out about like 20 years ago. You know, when people talked about the legends of the game when everyone was more flamboyant. He's a real throwback that way. And maybe the reason he's not at a top club already is because everyone's obsessed with pace and physicality these days. But maybe when you've got all the low blocks, I was about to say, JS, you took the words out of my mouth in the chat. When you've got all these low blocks, maybe you need a maverick, you know? Maybe you need a guy who can get on the edge of the area, turn past people, do a little pirouette, like the kind of pirouette that Gundogan did the other day, by the way, to win a penalty. Streets won't forget, exactly. He's a Barclays man footballer. But then dink it over someone's head with a rainbow flick or something like that, or a back heel that no one sees. Just stupidly creative stuff that you just can't predict or you can't defend against. That's what you need. Ingenuity, a spark, that lust of football, that creativity. Just a little bit of magic, you know? And that's what I do love about this potential link. It's really exciting to me. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. And the other one, a Gundogan regen. Look. Yeah, that's, to me, is Tijana Reinders. I love these potential links, by the way. Cherki, Reinders, ait-nouri, Joan Garcia. These are just some really exciting plays that aren't going to break the bank either. MCFC with a super chat. The super chats are appreciated. Thank you so much, my friend, who says, news flying around like crazy, Steve. Garcia, Livramento, ait-nouri, Reinders, Cherki would be nuts. Do you think Gibbs-white would come regardless if you get Cherki? Do you think Newcastle sell Tino? I don't think Newcastle do sell Livramento, is my honest take on that. I think they request this crazy amount of money. I think I can see City going for like a Wesley type, you know, the name that we've been linked to, more of a punt. I think gibbs-white is wanted. I think gibbs-white is better than we realise. I don't know. I've got a feeling that aggressiveness, that work rate, that's a minimum 7 out of 10. Always pressing, always running, can play in many positions. I think Guardiola wants his new Bernardo Silva that way. And I think we're probably underestimating just how crucial he could be to a squad that wants to be hungry and wants to win something. So I think City want him. But I think, we're planning on a bigger rebuild than we realise, I think we're going to fill this squad up with loads of great players. Thank you so much, MCFC. Massively appreciate the super chat. It does keep the lights on, so thank you so much, my mate. The next bit of news, I'll get on to Cherki again in a minute, was about Joan Garcia. Now, it says breaking, Espanyol goalkeeper Joan Garcia's agreement in principle with City, as well as offers from Barcelona and Newcastle. City are continuing to pursue Porto's Diogo Costa in case a move for Garcia fails, with the decision in the Spaniards' hands. Let's hope he's got a safe pair of hands. Apparently, this was first revealed by Hand of Arsenal 10 days ago. Okay, interesting. I don't know who that is or why that's revealed or whatever. How do we know that's revealed by them? I'm going to try and find the link to that. Let's have a look. 10 days ago. All right then. What date was it 10 days ago? The 17th. Where is it then? I've not seen this anywhere. Hand of Arsenal. I'll check on somewhere. I don't know who Hand of Arsenal is, to be honest. I'm trying to find a link to it. Let's have a look. Have they mentioned it somewhere, apparently? Sometimes these people just know agents or something. I don't know. I don't know if that's nonsense or whatever. But either way, Joan Garcia, if you don't know much about him, he's a cracking player again. Another fantastically gifted footballer. Another where you'd be absolutely buzzing if seeing a City shirt. So he's a goalkeeper that right now that everyone's talking about. Hazard's a good link, by the way, for Cherki. It's a very good comparison. Let me find the Joan Garcia stats going around. I saw some earlier on Twitter. Let me find them. Joan Garcia. There was a comparison against of the other keepers, and I saw a comparison against other people. And apparently, here we go. Manchester Iconic did it. Thank you so much, Manchester Iconic. There it is. So you can see his stats there. He's in the blue, and he's up against Edison, Chevalier, and Diogo Costa. Now, it's bear in mind that Espanyol have got more defensive work to do than most of these sides. But as you can see, he's fantastic in terms of his defensive actions, his shot stopping, his aerials, his exits. Good in terms of his distribution as well. A really good keeper. A proper shot-stopping keeper as well. Where did Espanyol finish in La Liga this season? Let me double-check La Liga table. You've got to bear in mind, stats are always sort of skewed depending on the position of the club. 14th, okay, so they had a lot of defending to do, Espanyol. But he did it well, to be fair to him. Barcelona might go for him too, which would be, a very tempting move for a young keeper in Spain, and already in isn't Espanyol actually based in Barcelona or nearby? Yeah, they are. They're based in Barcelona. Okay, so you wouldn't even have to move. Look, in that instance, if I was him, I probably would go to Barcelona. If I was a Barcelona boy already, living in Barcelona, I don't know. That might be too hard, too hard for him to say no. But this guy, once again, would be half the price of Diogo Costa. By the way, I think Diogo Costa is better than people pretend it is. So I think, but either way, this signing would be great. I want to see these kind of guys. These kind of signings, the ones that are 25, 30 million, they're sort of bargains who in their early 20s. He supported Barca as a kid, apparently, according to Il Staples. I'll take your word on that, mate. I don't know how true that is. But that could be, obviously, a spanner in the works. Yeah, and I thought they were rivals. I was just double-checking with my tired head. That's why I sort of recalled it semi-well. He rejected them already, called them to FG. I don't know if that's true, mate. Is it true? I don't know. But either way, we'll see. We'll see if that's true. But he would be a very exciting signing as well. He would be a bargain signing over, I don't know how much money that would be, 25, 30 million apparently, or something like that. An awful lot cheaper. Cherki would be a majestically talented player. And then this morning as well, we're linked to another guy who looks brilliant. I was watching a compilation of this fella this morning, and he looks so good. Now, I don't know much about him until I heard of his name. I did giggle like a child at his first name, Ardon. He's got an Ardon. Ardon Jashiri. Ardon, mate. Yeah, if you're not giggling at that, you've abandoned during a 12-year-old. Ardon Jashiri, 22 years old. He's won the Belgian League Player of the Season. Isn't the Jupiler Pro the Belgian League? It is, yeah. Player of the Season, apparently valued at around 35 million euros. This guy looks ridiculously good. Like, I'm not kidding. I'd never heard of him. I was watching a compilation of him at a deep line number 6. And I know we don't need a 6, but the passing vision was ridiculous, man. He was moving like Pirlo. Like, playing these beautiful weighted, like, deep line passing, stuff like that. Honestly, if he was a La Masia kind of prospect, no one would question it. So talented, so talented. The kind of the player that I would absolutely imagine Hugo Viana would be signing for Porto if he could, you know, and then selling for 85, 90 million. Pletty Goal has said we've enjoyed him. Florian Plettenberg. I don't know if it's true or not, but it stinks of a CSG dining. Oh, stinks. Oh, look at that. There's your man, Radu, always up in the chat. Always getting involved in everything. But yeah, like, this guy is switch midfielder. He's meant to be really talented. Player of the season over in Belgium. By the way, I know it's a simple rule of thumb. I've got a very simple rule of thumb for you. Sign 2 types of players. Captains, players who are captains, and players who win Player of the Season. It's not complicated. If you're winning, like, midfielder of the season in Serie A, like Reinders is, he's probably really good. If you're the best goalkeeper in Spain and the reason Espanyol stay up, you're probably really good. If you're potentially signing the best player in Belgium as 22 years old, he's probably really good. Like, I know you think, oh, it's just the Belgian league, but the best player in the Belgian league is probably going to be a top quality player. I just think it's very simple. Look for the players who are young, who are winning awards and all that kind of stuff, you know. And, like, look, obviously it's not a foolproof method, but it tends to be a pretty decent, way. And look, to be honest, I felt like Nico is probably going to be more of an 8 as well. So if this guy's a number 6, great. If he's a number 6 and he wants to rotate with Rodri, and then you have Nico who switches with gibbs-white, and then you've got Reinders, and then I don't know, whoever rotating and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. And then Foden. I don't really know how they fit it in, but I'm all for these little signings where they're a little bit different and they're a little bit fun. And I like these random names. As I told you, I want these players who are blessed with hunger, blessed with talent, who want to take that next step up and become superstars, you know? And I don't know if this guy will happen. I don't know if Cherki will happen or Joan Garcia will happen. I don't know if ait-nouri will happen. I don't know if Reinders will happen. But it's very obvious that City are moving very serious and want to get these signings in that have the hunger, that have the pedigree at the same time, but the desire to keep going and going and going and going, you know? And I got a feeling City are moving pretty strong right now. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm genuinely enjoying it. These are the kind of links I want to see. And, of course, a bit of Tijana Reinders rumours today. Apparently, Reinders has revealed to family that he had a holiday booked, but he's cancelled it at the beginning of July. I wonder why that could be. Could it be that he's going to be with Man City instead? I don't know. That's wild speculation. But what I do know is that we're going to sign a whole bunch of players. I saw this bit of news earlier as well this morning. Where's it gone? According to agents, by the way, most of the City squad are privately up for sale with the right price. Most of the City squad. I think that's probably true. I think I go through the players. Ake, Stones. I know you don't like this, but probably even Nunes is up for sale for the right price. If someone offered 60 million, City would probably take it right now, even though he's playing well. Edison, Ortega. I would probably say Kovacic is, Bernardo is, Gundogan is, Grealish is. Who else? McAtee is, Rico Lewis maybe. All these are probably, someone came in with the right price. I think City would probably sell most of them. But most of them, I reckon, up for sale for the right price. Doesn't mean they'll all go. And I don't think they all should go. But I'm saying I think City would consider offers for a lot more than we realise right now. Because I think this urge to change is interesting. And I think it's strong. And I think I really like it. So yeah, look, these signings, I like them potentially. I think they're fun. I think they're creative. I think they're a little bit different. They won't all hit straight away, but I like this idea of signing these guys who are like Kusanov, who have got a little bit of room to improve, but they've got the hunger. Akanji as well. I just forgot his name. I forgot Louis. I was going through the players in my head. Akanji will be up for sale as well, definitely. Yeah, I like it, man. I think it's very, very exciting. Guys, I'm going to leave it there because my little boy Ruben wants to go out and play. I can hear him downstairs calling for me, and I can't ignore my son always. You know, he's much more important than this news. Give the video a like, subscribe if you are new. I'm going to leave it here, and I know so many people are watching, but I love you all loads. I'll be live again later for another video. I'll try and get live. There'll be more news by looks of it based off what's going through. Subscribe. Please do me a massive favour. If you're in the chat now, just click that link. Do it. Spam the chat. Download OneFootball. I don't know if you like it. If you don't like the app, you can get rid of it. But do me a favour. Click the link. Download OneFootball. It helps support the channel. It's really good. It's free. Millions of people use it. It's a class app. You get all your stats and your breaking news. And it's very much worth it. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.